I have gone from drinking approximately 3 pints of vodka a day and adding about 140 to 180 milligrams of oxycodone on top of that to calling silver refineries. Sobriety, man, go figure. It's pretty cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sober Stacker. I did wake up sober this morning because I went to bed sober again last night, guys. That's the way it works. Good days, bad days, absolute horrible days, great days. If you're in sobriety, get your butt to bed sober. Get through that day. Start your day fresh the next morning. Keep that sobriety going because life is wonderful. And if you're in active addiction right now, please get the help you need. Get the help you deserve. Because life it's waiting for you. And I promise you, it is worth it. All right. My last video, I did why the LCS, Tulsa Gold and Silver, is sitting on thousands and thousands of Morgan and Peace dollars, causing the spread for them to be so wide, $18 and $19 a piece between the buy and sell price. And he was saying he didn't have anywhere to send them. He's sitting on them. And I would imagine, even if he could send them in right now, he's going to send them in at a loss. So I thought, well, why not just call the refineries and find out what's going on? So quick disclosure here, I am not legally allowed to say the name of the refineries that I called. When I did get one and talk to the lady, she was more than happy to answer my questions. But if I was going to say the name of the company, she would have to present the questions to the legal department, which I completely understand. So no company names here, but they are the three pretty big ones. Two of them I didn't get a hold of. Now, one of them I'm assuming is the one that may have had the environmental damage or the flooding or fire or whatever it was that caused them to shut down temporarily, because there was no answer whatsoever. The other one I would have had to have posed as a LCS or as an LCS, and I didn't want to do that. I'm not an LCS, so I'm not going to pose as one to get answers. But one that I did call, the lady was very helpful and took time out of her busy schedule or day or whatever to answer my questions. And they were just simple. What's going on? And the answer I got was, prior to October of last year, there was no maximum on how many ounces of silver an LCS could send to them at all. If they had 15,000 ounces, they could send that in, sell it to the refinery. Well, in October, when the price spiked and everything went nuts, they actually paused for 2 or 3 weeks, not taking anything. And which of course caused a bottleneck from the LCSs. Once they started taking silver again, they have a maximum now, and they've never had a maximum. She said this is unprecedented, never happened before. We have never once told a customer you're only allowed to sell us so much per week. And that maximum is 250 ounces per week, 1,000 ounces a month. And it sounds like a whole lot of silver. To us silver stackers, 1,000 ounces a month is a lot. Can you imagine being an LCS that is decent sized, that has a decent customer base, or in a city like Tulsa that is just constantly buying, especially during the price spike when people were coming in selling great grandmas and great grandpas Morgan and Peace dollars and grandma's tea sets that's made of silver, spoons and forks and anything silver they could get their hands on. It was getting sold. So all this silver came in. It was just pouring in. 90% silver, sterling silver, pure silver. All of it was coming in to the LCSs. They were buying. Then you had that 3-week pause where the refinery wasn't taking any of it. they're still buying. And then once they do start taking silver again, they're maximizing the LCSs at 250 ounces a week. I would imagine these LCSs are bringing in quite a bit more than 250 ounces a week. If you think about that, 250 ounces of constitutional silver is approximately $357 face value. To us, to me anyway, that sounds like, wow, that's a lot of silver. I've been in the LCSs and seen people come up to Tulsa Gold and Silver with those bags, those old style, I forget what you call them, whatever, and just dump a bunch of quarters up there. That's probably $50, $60, $100 face value of constitutional silver. And they're only allowed to send in $357 face value of silver per week. Yeah, I can imagine they're getting backed up, and now I can understand why he's sitting on so much. But again, I'm not an LCS, so I don't know, can he sell it to another refinery, or being a customer of a refinery, are you locked into that refinery? I wouldn't think so. I don't think that would be the case. But again, you look at the prices, I'm sure not all refineries are paying the same amount per ounce to the LCSs. So you have to shop around, then you have the shipping, then you have blah, blah, blah. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it that I don't understand. But I do understand 250 ounces a week, the most that a LCS is allowed to send to them or sell to them at one time in a week. That's not a lot. Is that going to change? I'm sure it will. This is an unprecedented, never happened before, new rule from this particular refinery. I wish I would have got a hold of the other two so I could just compare notes and see if one is doing what the other is doing, or if they have a maximum amount that they're allowed to take in. Is it the same, or is it more or less? I don't know. If anybody out there, my fellow YouTubers, has any information, I'd love to see a video, or just leave it in the comments, man. Say, hey, yeah, such and such, they're wide open right now. They're taking all silver or whatever. You know, if you know, if you don't, you don't. But that kind of answers some questions, not all, about what's going on with silver and why some of the LCSs, especially the one in my area, why the spreads are so high on Morgan and Peace dollars. Now, the constitutional silver, the spread did go from $4 to $6. And if you don't know, the spread is the difference between what they'll buy it from us from versus what they'll sell it to us for. So $6 spread versus a $4 spread. The ASCs and the generic silver rounds, bars, they $8, $9 again. But even 250 ounces a week, that includes all of it. You can't send 250 ounces of constitutional, 250 ounces of pure, 250 ounces of sterling. No, 250 ounces per week. Let me know what you guys think about that. How's it affecting your area? What's going on with your LCSs? $45 as of yesterday for Morgan and Peace dollars. I don't know what they are today. I don't know if silver is up, down. I have no idea. Actually, the last time I looked, it was up over $1. What it is right now, I have no idea. That was about 11 o'clock this morning. All right, guys, stay tuned to the end of the video. Quick disclaimer, I hope you stuck around this long. If you're interested in any of my merchandise, I had somebody ask me for the link to my merchandise. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how to do that. I put the merchandise is in a little 25-second clip at the end of the video. If you see something you like, just email me at sobrietyandsilver@gmail.com. I see a lot of you saying you want something, but you don't have PayPal. You don't have to have PayPal. PayPal is what receives the money for me. You can use your regular credit or debit card. Just go into the PayPal address in the description, and you'll still be able to purchase something. Or send silver, man. I'll take silver. Me and my wife were talking about that last night. She says, oh yeah, I'd love it. She's getting into it too, maybe a little bit. All right, guys, stay tuned. 25-second clip. Here's the merchandise. If any of you fellow YouTubers out there, I got to talk to Silver State Stacker yesterday on the phone. It was great to hear from him. If you know how to make a link, somebody email me and let me know. I could use some help with that. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next video.